As a developer, I would like to know how to configure voice agents. Could you help me with that, please?
Thankfully, the whole configuration is it's pretty easy for you to go in and do. And what is it is also is very close to how you design your agents in general and your agentic flows. So I'll quickly go there. So the first thing that you need to do is to create an assistant. You can go to conversational interfaces, and if you click on assistants, and you can go to manage assistants, and you'll see all your assistants created. So this is my personal employee instance, and I have a bunch of agents and assistants created. The one that we are going to concentrate on is the demo voice assistants 01, which I configured for ITSM cases, right? And I'll quickly go to this. So this is already like pre-configured. I will go step by step into how you walk through or do your own configuration when you set up your assistant. So you can go to settings very quickly, and you should see the name of your agent and the description. And you can add tags which will help you in analytics. Um, then starts the most important point, the meat of the configuration. So first thing is to set up the language that is supported. So there are a bunch of languages that's supported now. You can see this. And the most important thing is you recently introduced Hindi, and that is also available as part of your voice agents. You could add a welcome message, which is the first thing that your assistant will say to you when you call in. And then a very important part, which is shipped with the voice agent feature, is the persona. What kind of persona would you like to have? And you can check it out by listening to what they say and choose according to your user base.
And
The
these are the
next,
default personas that are provided by Service.
yes, these are the default personas that are provided, right? And based on the language, you'll get other personas as well, automatically pre-filled here. It's shipped with the product itself. Okay, so the next piece is the connection with your uh, CCAS. So as I said, currently Twilio and Genesis uh, are available to be used as communication channels. I have set it up with Twilio, and I'll quickly show you how you do it. Just a quick disclosure. This is my personal Twilio account, which is like a free trial account that I've set it up for this whole demonstration. So any questions on Twilio, how it works, how it needs to be administered, should go through your enterprise's Twilio admin. So I'll just show you how you can configure stuff that will make sure the connection is there between ServiceNow and Twilio, right? So inside Twilio, what you can do is you can get a phone number. So there will be your enterprise will have multiple phone numbers and all that. And this phone number, once it is available, if you go inside the phone number, you see two configuration sections, one for voice and one for SMS messaging. So we'll just concentrate on voice. There's a webhook here that needs to be configured. Now, how do you get this URL? If you go back to your assistant in the same page, there's a URL that is provided by ServiceNow. You can just copy it here, go back, and just paste it here. That's it. Authentication token that gets generated once you do that, and that token needs to be saved here in this authentication token field. And that's it. That is enough to set up your connection with the CCAS provider. The next step in configuration is a two-step process. One is identification. So the user who's calling, how do you identify that user? And then how do you authenticate that user? So what can be done is there are multiple identification methods, authentication methods within ServiceNow. So you could go to authentication and you could set up question and answers. So just to give you an idea, you could set up like a knowledge base factor where the voice agent asks you a question and you answer it, and that is how you are identified. And the next one is authentication. So you could go ahead and create a soft pin which will be tied to your profile. So it's a 6-digit soft pin that you can use. You can set it up here. You can go from your profile. Under your profile, you'll see a related link on the left hand side bottom corner. You can set up your soft pin, and the voice agent will ask for your soft pin every time you call in a production scenario before you go ahead and tell the agent what you want. Is there a problem? Is something is information needed, or things like that? So this is the guardrail around identification and authentication. And finally, there are some safeguards. So, in case your agent is not able to answer your questions or get stuck or is not able to go further in the conversation, what do you do? So, you have two options. One, you could connect to a live agent. You could just switch the call and have someone pick it up and talk to you and solve your problems. The other way, depending on your enterprise and your processes, you could just create a ticket. uh, there are a bunch of record producers available here that you can connect with, and as soon as the call drops, a ticket gets generated assigned to a particular queue for someone to pick it up and help you out with that. And a couple of other constraints around max call duration. How much do you want this call duration to be, and what should be your inactivity timeout? That is it. 4 or 5 simple steps, configuration is done, and you are ready to use a voice agent feature in your ServiceNow platform.